see what it's doing. So Premarket's done pretty well. From the close yesterday, it's up over $10. Yesterday on Monday, the 27th, it closed at $558. So in my opinion, it's looking bullish. Overall, yesterday the market was had a bit of a sell-off. So if you look at SPY from yesterday Monday, it took quite a dip because there's been a lot of fear and emotion in the market due to the coronavirus. So it's been looking a little bit bearish, if I'm honest. But on the other hand, as you can see here, it took a dip, it was kind of holding, and then it had a really crazy resistance test that went from 323 to 328. I think that was just market makers. And today it's looking like it wants to make a little bit of a comeback. Now let's look at Beyond. Beyond was actually doing great yesterday, despite the overall bearish market. It went from a low of 113 all the way up to a high of 129. So in my opinion, that's very bullish and amazing that it was holding up so well despite the overall sentiment in the market. Now let's look at one of my other favorites to trade, Boeing, BA. So Boeing yesterday actually did amazing as well. It went from 312 all the way up to 326. And then, of course, it kind of corrected itself down to 314 and has been trading in a tight range between 317 and 318. And it's kind of holding that now. So I'm curious to see what it does. It's definitely on my watch list. Let's take a look at Baba, a Chinese stock, and see how it's been affected. So Baba definitely took a huge hit here. It has a similar resistance wick to SPY, which is interesting, from 212 down to 208, but it's shown some recovery and it's kind of holding this 208 level for now. So we'll see what happens with that. Let's take a look at Shopify, not doing too hot. It's just been steadily dropping. It did hold VWAP for a long time yesterday, but then it dipped and now it's kind of recovered VWAP, but it's not looking like the most ideal stock to trade based on my criteria. Okay, another one I want to look at because it has earnings coming up this week, Apple. Apple's also held up surprisingly well despite all this negative news. Okay, but it also took a dip yesterday, but then it kind of recovered a little bit. It's been staying in this range. On my watch list only because I want to see what happens with earnings. Their earnings report, it might actually recover. A lot of big companies have their earnings report this week, including Apple and Tesla. So I would like to see if this can kind of help the market recover a little bit. And Apple is a big stock in the market. So what it does is pretty important. So it's definitely something to keep an eye on. Let me think of any others. Right now, that's all I'm really looking at. Oh, let's look at Netflix. They also have earnings coming up. It's kind of been steady climbing. Let's see. Friday, it went up high, then it dipped. There's a double bottom there, and it held this level consolidation, but then it dipped down again and kind of was consolidating under VWAP, the purple line. Now it's recovered VWAP and is kind of on a steady uptrend. So let's also see what happens with Netflix. All right, so thanks for tuning in, and I will let you know, keep you updated.